And we're live here at the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head. I'm Nasty Neal, and I'm joined by the returning Dylan Greenberg. It's good to have you here.
Hi, it's good to be here. In a few minutes, we'll be joined by my friend and colleague Tate Hoffmaster, who
Yes,
has
we
made a
talked
great
about.
movie that I've had the chance to co-produce and act in called Pizza Guy 8.
Yes, and funny enough, I heard a lot about this
Oh,
movie
there's
from
Tate
listening.
now. Hold on.
All right, momentarily, Tate will be joining us. We see this lovely background here at Dylan's. Then we see the cityscape.
I painted that.
It's very lifelike.
I used it I made a short film called The Bathtub. And when I don't know if you've seen that one, but there's a scene where someone's like on a train and they're like flying around through the city, and it was miniatures. And we painted the backdrop for a photo booth at the premiere.
I love it.
For people to pose in a cardboard bathtub against the cityscape.
Yeah.
And Tate is here now.
And the returning Tate Hoffmaster. I talked to him a few years ago. It's good to have him back as well.
He's
an Invisible Man, but here he is.
Was it for Psychic Vampire? What did you guys?
What was it? No, it was what movie was it, Tate?
I don't think we.
Pretty sure you were on the show. It was.
I think it was the trailer for this actually.
Really?
It was your short showcase.
Oh, okay. All right. So Severed Limbs. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. So give people. It's a hard movie to explain, I guess, but give them an idea of what Pizza Guy 8 is about if they're not aware.
It's pretty much about a killer pizza guy who's on the loose. Yeah. And then he figures out he's in a horror movie and he's trying to make his way out.
That is a much better description than I would have tried to put together. This is a very hard movie. Yeah. So how did you and Dylan get together to be a creative partners?
We met at Trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tate was a volunteer at Trauma. I was their youngest ever employee, I think. So Doug Sackman might have had me beat. I'm not positive. But I don't know. It was kind of I think we were also hanging out because it was one, it was cool that there was another person that was my age there, but then also we had the same sense of humor, which is kind of rare. So that was I think that just made us be friends.
Yeah.
I hit Tate with a baguette. And luckily Tate was cool with me.
It's not that big of a deal.
I know, but I definitely feel if it was someone else that was more square and I hit them with a baguette, they would have complained and gotten me fired.
Yeah, it's not a story I hear a lot. We met when this guy hit me with a baguette.
Yeah,
that's right.
What's the story behind that? Hitting with a baguette?
I just thought it was funny to hit someone with a big long piece of bread.
So, when did Pizza Guy 8? What's when do you come up with the ideas? Or were you a pizza guy? Where does the idea originate?
No, but I was working in definitely service industry jobs, so that kind of fed into it a bit. I was never a pizza guy. I was a delivery guy. I was Uber Eats for a bit.
So I'm sure you delivered pizzas.
Yeah, probably. I didn't look in them, but
you didn't put extra cheese in them, or
yeah.
You're allowed to get here's the pizza. You're allowed to get this close.
Are there actual rules?
You can open it and look at it.
You just can't eat it.
Yeah,
you can't touch it. But you can you're allowed to, they actually have a rule on Uber Eats. You're allowed to get this close.
They also give you 5 extra minutes in your delivery to just stare at the food that you're
so that you appreciate it more.
I see. Do you have to pay extra for that? Is there an extra a tip you have to put in for staring at the food?
It's like wine connoisseurs when they have to put their nose to get the legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to inhale the pizza or whatever you're delivering. It's not always pizza.
Pizza normally has legs. I was actually thinking of making sideways too, but for pizzas.
Well, yeah. Sometimes this that could be a direct sequel where you
It's like an Italian sequel.
I'm half Italian, so it makes sense for me.
Yeah, Giallo.
So I mentioned the beautiful backgrounds here, and you were explaining how they where they originated.
Oh, the back. Yeah, it's actually in Pizza Guy, the background.
Yeah.
Because this is actually the bed that's Gorkleek's bed that we're sitting on right now, which is my guest bed that we have in the living room.
It's a very famous bed. You could put that on eBay or
apartment.
Yeah.
And it's also it's where my guests sleep, and then we also had it as the set of the movie.
And by the way, Tate is right. I have never had him on the show. I confused him with someone else from Troma, so I apologize, Tate.
It's okay.
I'm not but I like that other guy too. But you're a cooler Tate.
Thank you.
You're the cooler.
That all the time, actually.
That you're the cooler Tate, or
yeah, especially
isn't Tate's shirt cool?
It is cool. What's on this shirt, Tate? Oh, is that a tie-dye from the Mountain?
No, it's doggies.
Yeah, but I think the company might be the Mountain.
I don't know.
Because I used to sell these back in the day. I used to sell these tie-dye shirts from a company called the Mountain, and it looks very similar.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's talk to them.
I mean, I don't know. They're from Maine, so I don't know. A friend of mine sent me this hat, but I wasn't sure if I could pull it off.
Oh, it's cool.
It is pretty cool.
I have a hat like that I wore in Shakespeare's Shitstorm, but it's not that glitzy. It's not that cool.
Yeah,
I probably should have worn different. I don't think it really matches a t-shirt is probably the thing.
Yeah, you need like a whole sequin outfit.
Yeah. So Jason, if you're out there listening, you started with the hat, now you're gonna send me the whole outfit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea, yeah.
Yeah, no, you would go over so well if you had a whole outfit like that at House of Yes.
Now, where is this place? Well, because I was in Brooklyn not too long ago. Maybe I'll hit
House
this
of
up.
Yes is in Bushwick. It's I don't know, it's a big party spot for people to dress in big glittery gay outfits.
All right, I'm down. I noticed part of a Pizza Guy 8 was filmed at Lucky 13 Saloon, which I was at.
Well, so what's funny is pretty much all the interiors are filmed in Brooklyn or just New York City in general, and then all of the exteriors are filmed in Lancaster because it's kind of supposed to take place in Lancaster, PA.
Yeah.
But Lisa Gay says hat looks great. No need to be matchy. Hi, there Lisa. Lisa Gay.
Lisa approves. We'll put it on.
Guy 8. But yeah, the movie's supposed to take place in Lancaster, but all of the interiors are in New York City because a lot of the actors, including me, lived in New York City. But I was the only actor besides Tate that was both in Lancaster and New York for the movie, so that we could kind of have a link between all the scenes.
Yeah.
Helped that I was also the DP and the co-producer.
My family's originally from near Lancaster, maybe in Lancaster. Is there a lot of Mennonites there? Because I remember there were a lot of Mennonites.
A lot of Amish, too.
I'm Mennonite, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this is Dylan? Classic Mennonite.
Yeah, I could. It was giving me flashbacks from when I used to go visit when I was a child.
I actually have a bond in my room, but it's for my hair.
There you go.
I understand them. I know people come to the show to learn about Mennonites, but Mennonites, from what I understand, are much more open-minded than.
That's right.
I hear they're just the same as Amish.
Really? Well, I've heard they're actually supportive of gay rights. I don't know. There are some.
I think they're better.
That's crazy.
They ride the bus. I think.
Mennonite community.
I work with one. I think she'd find that kind of funny.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It might piss someone off.
So I originally heard of Pizza Guy 8 from Lisa. She was talking. Really? Yeah, she's talking very highly about the movie, and so I'm glad this worked out. I'm glad that Tara set it up, even though she's not here.
Yeah, Tara, where are you? I never met her.
I kind of think that because she's in Arizona, I think she may have
time zone.
May have got the time zones incorrect.
Whoops.
Yeah, but she's here in spirit.
Yeah,
she's here in Spirit Riser.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, Spirit Riser is out. I think last time it was before the theatrical premiere. Yes. Now it's out on on Blu-ray from Art Label, which is part of Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful release, and it's got this gorgeous slip cover, and then this is the inside, and then this is what you get if you get the retail edition, the standard edition. So standard edition, slip cover.
Slipcover, sweet. Oh, yeah, the background's cool.
Warren from Art Label did such a beautiful job, and there's so many great special features on the Blu-ray. It's also on DVD and VHS. The VHS is from Lunch Meat, and the DVD edition is from Alpha. Alpha is a little more no frills, but I like the box art of Alpha a lot. If you're a Spirit Riser completionist, and it's cheap too. But the Blu-ray edition, like if you're a Blu-ray guy, like this is the one to get. It's so great. But also I have the VHS. I think it's gorgeous too. Lunch Meat's VHS.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a working VCR?
Oh yeah. I run things through VCRs for my jobs.
Oh really?
Like a lot of stuff. I direct videos, and a lot of
YouTube.
stuff that my clients want me to do is like they want me to shoot stuff on digital and like run it through VCRs and back. And we actually did that a little bit for some of the graphics and stuff for Pizza Guy. We were running digital stuff into VCRs and then back into digital.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about how you get the effects. Like, how did you film it actually? So,
how did we what?
How did you guys? Do you filmed it on digital then? Pizza Guy?
No. Most of it's filmed on VHS-C. You can talk about it.
Yeah, most of it was filmed on VHS-C. Like there was a ton of shots, for example, like where we were doing stop motion and stuff like that. Stuff that would be really hard to like cheat in a VHS-C camera that we would have to like then put through VHS, or like then the other thing is like the battery would die a lot too. So we shot some of it on like iPhone and ran that through a VHS.
What's funny is we were almost done with the movie. Like we had like maybe like 4-ish more scenes to shoot, and I was like, Tate, like we need to do an Indiegogo. Even though there isn't that much left, like we just like need money. Like we're like, this is insane that we're only shooting on like one battery. I was like, you need money to buy like a second battery and just like a few like basic ass things. And then we ended up writing the scene that takes place in Lucky 13. I mean, Tate wrote it.
Yeah, that was like
that was actually added later during shooting.
Yeah,
but I think it really added something.
Well, and the ending, the Pizza Guy too, was also improvised during shooting as well, which I thought like kind of helped the story become what it is. So,
Lucky 13 is a cool venue. We shot some stuff for Funk there. I mean, Funk.
Old Man Funk.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that movie.
I do a monthly video series there called Video Dome at Lucky 13.
I was just saying they seem like a cool place. Like they're into like letting people shoot there. And,
they're down with like anything. They're very, very chill about that stuff. My partner is like walking by, so I was like,
well, hello. They can join if they like.
You smoke crack in the movie, right?
Yeah.
In
and
Pizza
I
Guy.
also like did the Pizza Guy. I did pimples on.
Do you want to say hello?
Hi.
Yeah. This is my.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Nasty.
Hi.
I like your big, like, crazy hat.
Thank you. I was just wearing a baseball cap, but Lisa Gay told me to keep this on, so I cannot deny Lisa Gay.
Lisa Gay, very wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're the pimple maker.
Yeah, I did Tate's pimples, and then also we did the SD card that comes out of their neck, which I didn't know about until that we had like a series of like sleepover like special effects weekends where like Tate would come over and we would put like pimples and like wounds on them and like hurt them for film. It was really fun.
Oh, also,
Good morning.
How about that scene? There's a scene where Tate's popping the zits, and it's got such a reaction when we screened it at Museum of the Moving Image. People were like, "Oh!" And Hex was the one that like filled the zits with all the prosthetic zits with like the pus and made it so that they were poppable. Yeah, and then we killed Joseph.
We went over to Joseph's house to do a kill of them, and that was the first time I had like done like the stuff with the tubes, like the blood tubes and the pumps. So that was really exciting.
We did blood tube stuff with Josephat. Have you met Josephat Concepta?
I don't believe so.
He's so awesome. We also worked together at Trauma. I was like, we have to have Josa in this movie somewhere. He's such a good he's like born to be like an underground film actor, Josephat.
I watch all kinds of crazy movies, all Serbian film, all this stuff. But honestly, the pimple stuff was like, I don't it's like it did make me kind of turn away, which I think is kind of funny.
Are you microwaving something, Tate? Tate's microwaving something.
All right, yeah. And I grew up with very bad acne, so it was.
I can still hear you.
You grew up with what?
With very bad.
Bad acne.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your acne like when you were like a teenager?
I actually didn't have awful acne. I just like.
Yeah, neither did I. Didn't have I had acne, but mine wasn't that bad.
I think like the thing with pizza guy is I always think of like working in food service and like also just being like chronically stressed is like that's like what
like the grease is I mean when I was a kid, pizza face, I don't know if it's still really a thing anyone calls people, but pizza face would be like an insult.
That was the joke.
Lloyd calls you pizza face in the movie.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, pimple, pizza face, pizza guy 8.
Yeah. And I just want to talk about Lloyd and Trauma because whenever I have people on that's worked with Trauma, like it's always one or two. It's like either people have a lot of great things to say or they've had horrendous experiences. And in my opinion, it really comes down to what people expected to get out of working with Trauma.
I think that's true. You're not gonna. It's not. I think people sometimes think it's like they're just gonna snap their fingers and you're gonna have like James Gunn's career, but it's like there was about like 10 other steps to that. But it still gave him his start and it still put him on the ladder to do that, but he still, he also, regardless, that's still like a 1 in a million thing.
Yeah.
There's some people who go there just thinking it's going to springboard them into the mainstream immediately. And that's just not how it works,
Yeah. And he clearly, remembers that because he puts Lloyd in, his movies.
Oh yeah, and he has references to Trauma movies and stuff. No, I mean, it's still good. I think it's a good place to meet people. I mean, I worked there in the office for 3 years. It's a good, and also a lot of the assistants, because James Gunn was his assistant. A lot of his assistants went on to big things because John Brennan was also his assistant, and then he went on and did Joe Bob, and now he's moving on and doing bigger and better things soon.
But I think what you're saying too about meeting people, because it's its own community.
Yeah,
and like you two guys are. I'm sorry,
I mean, me and Tate met
together. Yeah, Lisa, all these people.
Yeah, I was so thrilling to get to finally work with Lisa because I'm such a fan of her in Class of Nukem High 2 and 3. Like, I love the bouffant hairdo; it's so cunty. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's absolutely like the slayest hairstyle in a Trauma movie. Hold on, I'll be right back, Tate. Tate, you take over for a second.
No, I thought Dylan was going to go grab the hair.
I knew.
Hello, Tate, and it's good to meet you for the first time, as opposed to thinking we've met before.
Well, we've talked.
Through
IM and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're personable.
Yeah. I really actually like the cup of Joe. I mean, the box of Joe. I like these really bizarre jokes.
That joke I made up like a day or two before.
It's so fucking funny.
And it's also very connected to me because I drink coffee constantly, black coffee, and I eat pizza. And people sometimes ask me like, how can you do both together? And I've never understood what the problem would be.
No, I get it because it's like, oh, you're gonna get indigestion. But for me, I'm like, I'll just have a kombucha after. It's like alchemy in my stomach, 24/7.
When you're, I assume I was gonna say when you're explaining the movie to people, like to be in it, like what are their like, what do they like think? But I guess if it's mostly people you've met through Trauma, they're probably like, yeah, we get this.
Well, and I'm from Pennsylvania, so I do put off a lot of people like in my home. That's like why we did so much up here is like people from my hometown, especially like this is like my second movie. And like people in my hometown are now starting to be more aware of what I do. But at first they're like, oh, this is like filthy. This is like, I don't know if this is something I like want on my resume. And it's like, okay, but generally it's much more absurd and like when people think slasher, they think like, oh, it's gonna be so disgusting, and I don't like slashers because of the grossness of them. I like them because of like the vehicle for storytelling that it is, and like how you can just like go so tangential with it because it's a form like everybody knows so well.
So, what would be some examples?
Definitely the key word for Pizza Guy 8.
So, what would be some of the examples of that of a slasher that you like because of not just the base it's a slasher, but because of the story it's telling?
Oh wow. Well, I guess the closest I ever got to seeing like a modern B movie that like tried to be like what I think like a B movie is Gracie Strangler.
Yeah, that movie rolls.
Yeah.
So good. And Neal is friends with Michael
St. Michael's, yeah.
Michael St. Michael's from Gracie Strangler. They're in a movie together.
Yeah, you're in that new one that you just shot at.
Once in Future Smash.
Yeah, but part of that was at Lucky 13.
No, that's
right?
that's
no, it's a different movie.
Oh.
They both have Bill Whedon.
Okay.
They both have Bill Whedon. That's why.
Self-promotion here, like Dylan. Here is the.
That's a nice slipcover.
Yeah, the slipcover is no longer available.
Oh,
unless you hit me up, I may have a couple extra.
Put out the slipcover. Was that just Michael and Sophia self?
Yeah, we self-distributed the movie. So yeah, the three of us made the movie together.
Also, shout out to them; they helped with this movie.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean that's how I got involved in filmmaking is through Michael and Sophia.
I got to be in a James Balsamo movie, and they were DP and sound, and it was really fun to get to meet them.
Yeah, they're really cool people. It's funny you mentioned so I'm friends with Michael St. Michael. Just a real quick story. I know it's an interview about you guys, but so Michael and I had come up with the idea for Once in Future Smash, and the two things is we needed the two leads, and so we went with Michael. It had to be two older guys. So Michael St. Michael's I'm friends with. He was friends with Bill Whedon. I'm friends with him now, but I didn't know him too well then. And I was like, that'll be funny too because their height difference is so much. And Michael Epstein's like,
is Michael very tall?
Yeah, and Michael Epstein
didn't
know
that.
He
was short.
Michael did too.
Short.
Because Sky is also very tall in Greasy.
That's what it is. So it makes him look.
Yeah.
Short. I always thought that. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know that. I want to work with him at some point if I have the money.
I will. Yeah. He is SAG. But I would help if you would like.
Starting to work on some SAG signatory things, but it's still I want to make sure everything's in order, and he's
yeah. He's a really funny guy and a really nice guy, and he's up to working on crazy things. Obviously, he's in the.
So I have a dream movie that I've always wanted to make. In my mind, all of the dream actors for it are now past. Such as I wanted to make a movie about two old guys in a haunted house, and it's a kind of slapsticky. And I've had this idea since I was 13. It's like my dream project. It's called The Ookie Spooky Ghosts. And but like my dream cast for it was like Mickey Rooney or Ernest Borgnine or like George Kennedy, because and I'm imagining them in like yellow raincoats and like a skeleton like taps them on the shoulder and like they turn around, they're like whoa, and then they're like running through all the doorways. But yeah, obviously those guys have all passed away. But I would love to get if I am ever able to make that movie, get funding to make like a really, really dumb movie like that, I want to get like Bill Whedon and Michael St. Michael's and like Joe Estevez.
That'd be awesome. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I know. You'd watch it because you're my friend. I'd make you feel bad.
Well, I think Tate means.
Have you seen my movie yet?
I think Tate meant I would watch it even if you didn't make it.
No, I'm just kidding. Because the next time you just come over my house, I'm just gonna put it on my DVD player.
You didn't make it?
No, because I would put it on even if I didn't make it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a movie I'd watch anyway. I don't know.
I think that's what Tate was going.
I used to tell people
to help Tate
a real movie that came out in 1976.
The year I was born, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Big 5-0 next year. Scary.
Me too.
Well, you're looking great.
Thank you.
An old woman here. Lisa says she is proud to have the movie on her resume.
That's so sweet, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Much love to you. I wish that we had her on the show with us too.
Yeah.
I sent her the link. She's not in an area where she can be, but if she can work it out, she's gonna pop on the show with us.
Yeah, it's okay.
No,
She's on
Lisa's
a trip.
awesome.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's always been really nice to me.
Hi, Fred Lewis. You
Oh,
rule. I love Fred Lewis.
Yeah, Fred's
Yeah,
really
Fred's
cool.
a good guy. So is that background just up all the time?
Yeah, I've just never really take it down. Yeah, I have another one I'm thinking of hanging up. We get these big painters canvases from the hardware store, and we make backdrops with them. I made another one that Hex and some friends helped me with of hell. I may put that one up soon because it's for a change. I used that for a music video for my band.
Oh, I like that one. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and we might use that for one of your movies too. Right?
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
for.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
maybe Nun Fu or
Yeah.
something because there's stuff within hell, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I'm down with this. I like this. And
It would have been better for without your head to have the hell backdrop, but I am very
Fine.
tired and I have not had the energy to change anything
That's
on the
real.
wall recently.
now it's an excuse to come back, so you can have the hell background.
Exactly. Well,
Right.
we'll come back when Tate's movie Nun Fu is
Right.
is.
And we'll make sure Tara's gets.
By the way,
right
on
time.
air, I'm going to schedule a screening date with Tate. Tate, how does July 26th at 10 p.m. sound?
Perfect. Wait, let me make sure that's actually like a weekend.
Okay.
I
Because
like
that
this.
might actually be.
And that you mean this year? Because it's not like I know.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
a
wait. I can-
doctor appointment.
I need-
Like, what are you doing
Yes.
June 17th and next year? And it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I never plan that far in advance. I always plan like 3 months out. I want to start
I actually
planning
might
my
be
year
working
out.
that day, but if you can do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if you can do it,
At 10 p.m.
I might be shooting.
Oh,
a
yeah.
music
This
video.
is the live scheduling portion of
Because I
the
want to announce the screening. I want to announce the screening.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is a regular thing of the show. It's like we like to do a live schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like that's the option he's giving
Yeah.
us. With. Yeah.
Okay. Also, maybe I can wrap early. I don't know. Okay, so we're announcing right now. It's that Pizza Guy 8 is screening at Spectacle Theater in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at July 26th. I don't know if it's the Q&A is at 10 p.m. It's screening on July 26th.
All right.
Exactly know if it's the Q&A that's at 10 p.m. or the movie.
Check out Spectacle's website for more information.
And then also there's a screening in Harrisburg, PA, right?
Yes, October 26th. We are also showing Pizza Guy in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at Midtown Cinema, 7 p.m. Just scheduled that one. So
All right. Well, congratulations on that. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm not too far away.
I want
I
to do
was
a
just
Boston
there.
screening of Spirit Riser, and we should bring Pizza Guy there too.
yeah, man, I should have said hi. I was just in Salem.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm on the Cape. It's a little far, but I've been up to Salem, lots of times.
Well, you're in Boston, right? Or at Boston?
No,
area?
I'm on Cape Cod, which is like an hour out of Boston.
I
But
wanna
I go up that way a lot.
Cape Cod is supposed to be really beautiful, right?
That's
It's like a
what I've heard.
vacation place.
Yeah. So right now it's very hard to get on and off the Cape because I live in a tourist town, so it's a
Oh.
little hard to move around. But yeah, I live not very far where they film Jaws.
That's cool.
Oh, so
Do you know him?
Do I know
Jaws?
Jaws?
I want to meet him.
The shark?
He did such a good job in the movie. I really thought he
Yeah,
was like
did
a
you meet
real.
Jaws?
I thought he was really like a
Yeah,
bad-
I've been trying to get him in my next movie, Arbor Day. I'm like, can you come
Yeah.
out of retirement and be in my movie Jaws? But
I have this very specific fantasy where I am walking down a pathway and I see Jaws and he sticks one fin out like
and he
this.
just shake. It's like, what's up, homie?
Yeah.
That's like your monkey adventure fantasy.
I have a couple of those. Most of them are just like me at peace with nature.
Tate loves monkeys. Tate's like obsessed with monkeys.
I am.
Well, I like nature. We don't have any monkeys here. We do have wild turkeys,
I like
Oh.
which
turkeys.
are pretty
Do
cool.
they like run around stuff in circles?
They just kind of they just roam around. I thought they
See all
were
these
flightless
videos of them,
birds
like,
until we-
circling random shit like just over and over again in circles. I think it's the funniest thing ever. It like makes me want like a pet turkey.
we only started having them in like the last 6 years or so.
They spawn from the ground.
Yeah, there is a big backstory. We killed like all the raccoons here because they were getting too friendly and they thought they were diseased and they weren't. But that resulted in more turkeys being born because the raccoons ate the turkey eggs, and then they ran out of food because there's more turkeys, so they had to venture into our town. So
That's fucking crazy.
yeah, so we've got tons of wild turkeys, and I didn't know that. I always thought they were flightless, but they fly like they were flying over my house, and then they're big, so you like, can feel the wind. And it's weird to see like a turkey sitting on the top of a telephone pole. He's like a big fat turkey just sitting up on the telephone pole. You're like, how did he get up there? He flew up there. Yeah.
I had one stop traffic the other day for me.
Oh, you did
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny because they're not common where I am.
So they actually work as like traffic cops in your town?
I wish that'd be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
No, he was just wandering.
And he wasn't a jive turkey. He's just a straight up turkey.
He was just a regular, run-of-the-mill turkey.
old turkey bird.
He actually is very versed in QuickBooks.
QuickBooks.
Yeah. So if anything, like a QuickBooks turkey.
I do need help
Yeah,
with QuickBooks. So.
Yeah, this turkey, that's like their whole personality is just QuickBooks. You ever meet things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I need to get to know them. But speaking of all this, there is a theme of Pizza Guy 8 is to like stay off the weed because you might go crazy.
Well, you explain that whole thing.
Yeah, it's not actually like to stay off the weed. It's more like weed and like estrogen in the movie are like two drugs that I'm like, wow, these are like very demonized in our time and not really understood. Kind of like treated like a non-object in my movie versus like I personally don't think weed's dangerous. I mean, like, I don't think you should smoke to the point of psychosis, but it was like born out of Reefer Madness, which was like, born out of the Marijuana Stamp Act, which was like one of those like clear like, oh, we just want to outlaw weed because it's a clear competition for like paper and like clothing. So it's very based in that history of like weed was like made illegal for like capitalist reasons.
It's interesting you say it's very demonized today because like from my view, like it's much more common to use than it was when growing up. Like
yeah,
it's
some
legal
people
everywhere. I mean, you can buy it everywhere where I live.
Like some people do actually treat weed like it's like, oh yeah, just whatever, something goes wrong, just smoke. I don't agree with that, but like, I still see some people who are like, oh, it's so evil, like just because people don't want other people using it for whatever reason. Like for now, it just feels like it almost feels like satanic panic if someone's still scared of weed these days.
Yeah, I think satanic panic is more prevalent today than because I grew up in the 80s
really
and I remember
now.
it. But it's very bad.
Yeah, it's like people see Satan everywhere. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I wear nothing like insane really, but horror movie shirts, and I never had anyone say anything until the last few years. I've had people stop me and say like I was. One time in Boston, actually, there was a guy started yelling at me. He said, "We curb stop Satanists here," and was just screaming at me. And I was wearing it was like a Return of the Living Dead shirt.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I
laugh about it, but it was pretty scary.
Well, estrogen is very demonized right now.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I just feel like people don't actually like. If anyone goes too extreme one way or another, I don't think they actually understand how any of those like interact with your body at all. Because like one of my special interests is like medicinal botany and stuff like that. So I do think a lot about like how these things like break down in your body. Yeah, the whole stuff.
That's great, Lisa.
I love Lisa.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, they're both very different, but at the time when Pizza Guy was being made, it was very like.
It probably also depends where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is it legal in PA?
It's recreational where I am.
Right.
Yeah, here too.
So it's much more new. Like people are still scared of like the studies that are coming out with like psychosis, and I personally don't love it because it like does like pretty much like create like a thin layer of fat to form in your brain whenever you smoke. And like I've read like a book by a neuroscientist who was pretty much like it's only really smart to smoke every 14 days. And even,
I think it also depends on the person.
yeah, and eating it too, how you ingest it. Like you can't just smoke it all the time as well. But yeah, I don't hate either. I just think like they're both kind of like things that have become like more than what they are.
Is there any reason why it's called Pisces pizza?
I guess that's lore. I have a band and we have a song called Pisces Pizza, and
Tate also loves astrology and stuff.
yeah, I love.
Because I'm Pisces. I'm right on the cusp.
I'm a
Whereas-
Pisces too.
All right, because sometimes on certain ones it says I'm an Aquarius because it's on the cusp. It's on February 19th, but usually it's Pisces. Yeah.
I am an Aquarius stellium, so
I don't know what that means, but
it's like when you have like 3 of that sign in your chart.
all right.
You know, so if you have like 3 planets in like, say, I have Aquarius and Aries, so I have 3 in like Aries and 3 in Aquarius. So I have 2 stelliums for those 2 signs. Somewhere, you know.
All right, very cool. I'll have to ask you more about this because I don't know a lot about it. I just know I'm a Pisces, but I know I'm on the
Tate
cusp.
knows all that astrology stuff.
What was that?
Tate knows all that astrology. I know Tate's like, people don't realize like Tate's like very like knowledgeable about like the occult and astrology and all this stuff.
And Turkey QuickBooks,
Yep.
Turkey QuickBooks.
all the valuable stuff.
How, do you really know that much about entertainment?
I know a decent amount, I'd say. More than most people my age.
That's cool.
I'm getting Tara. She thought it was 2 her time. I thought maybe that was the issue.
I see. What time is it in Arizona?
It's almost. They're 3 hours behind, so it's almost
Right.
noon there. I'm just telling where you still live.
I actually did check right before, and I was like, "Oh fuck! What if I thought it was 2 my time?"
I actually did the same thing. Because I actually went through her messages and she brought up Eastern. So, but she's very apologetic. But we will tell her it's all good.
It's all okay. Don't worry. I do hope to meet you at some point, though, Tara.
Yeah, if she has time, she'll jump on.
So Spirit Riser is I'm sorry, Pizza Guy 8 is currently the way to get it is on VHS from VHS Haven.
Correct.
They're almost sold out, but we're working on further distribution for it. It is having some upcoming screenings, and hopefully you'll be able to stream it or get it on Blu-ray soon.
Yeah, my last movie's on Troma now.
Psychic Vampires on Troma. I'm sure Pizza Guy 8 will be there soon too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen a Psychic Vampire, so I would like to see that.
Yeah, check it out. If you have Troma, do you have Troma now?
I mean, I know people. They usually send me screeners as well.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
And then Spirit Riser is now on Night Flight Plus. If you have Night Flight Plus, check out Spirit Riser. It's also on. You just rent it on Amazon Prime also. And
you want to get the Blu-ray with all the cool stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, ideally, but I'm just letting people know if they.
Yeah. It's a good. Well, like
I mean, I would bet if you want to stream it, I would get a subscription to Night Flight for a month at least, and then you can watch a bunch of other really dope stuff and just pay like I think $5. You're gonna get all of this amazing. They have like everything that is actually worth watching on Night Flight Plus, basically. Like
yeah, I'm not.
All the cool cult films are on there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I know Reagitator is on New Village Video. It's a website.
It's also on VHS Haven.
That's right.
I like the VHS, even though I don't have a working VCR to say, but I do.
I bet you have a bunch of tapes though, don't you?
I do. But
Yeah.
they're actually.
I bet people give you shit at conventions all the time.
You're sitting there very angry. Like, ah!
No, I'm not angry about it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying that I just assume that you have kid.
Yeah, I do. Well, this though
You're obviously
up here.
That's fucking sick.
This is your clamshell creep show, and the reason why it's behind here. This is the first VHS tape my mom bought me when I was a kid, and back then they were very expensive. So that holds a lot of personal value to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Not only because I like it, but it's very personal since, like I said, it's one my mom bought me.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now, Tate, you mentioned like people in your town like might think like I don't want to be involved. What do your family think of you being involved in movies?
They were like pretty slow. Like some of them were a little slower on it than like others, but like my mom and like my grandparents were very supportive.
And your grandparents are in it. Well,
my grandma on my dad's side, is she's the woman who says eat shit and die, and dies.
She's so funny.
No, and she's actually a big movie buff too, so that's part of why she was so supportive about it. That's actually why I got so into VHS. Is she was like, "Do you want my old VHS collection and a VCR?" And the VHS camera I use is actually like my old childhood VHS camera.
See, I used my old childhood VHS-C camera so much that I broke it. I actually still have it here. I can kind of make it work still, but it's like so busted.
Well, it's technically not the one. It's the same model.
Oh, I thought you meant you still have the same.
Sorry, I should have phrased that differently.
You should have. Yeah, that was fucked up.
I know. It was kind of dark that I did that.
I just wanted to say Tara's very, very upset here, but I told her it's all good, and we'll have you guys back on sometime, and we'll have Dylan on. She would like to meet Dylan. I'm sure she would like to meet Tate as well. But anyway, I just want her to know that it's all fine.
I'm trying to find. I don't think I can find it, but I have a clamshell of Monster Dog on VHS, which is the Italian Alice Cooper werewolf movie from the director of Troll 2.
Oh, sweet!
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's actually, like, boring, but it's like cool.
I just got a VHS of Devil Bat.
The OG?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love Devil Bat.
Yeah, I got it when they had like a whole bunch of them when I saw Mystery Science Theater. Yeah. They were commenting on that. Oh, you got Targets too?
Yeah, I
That's
have
a
Targets by Peter Bogdanovich. It's kind of ripped up, but this movie rules. This is such a good movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
I know.
I have Hectic Knife from Greg Delicio.
Oh, Greg.
Greg's great. That was that's how I first started talking to Greg, and then since then,
Have you met Greg's crazy dog?
Yes, yeah.
You're in Psycho Ape 2. I love Psycho Ape 2.
Yeah,
we did a double feature of Spirit Riser and Psycho Ape 2 in LA, and it was like the best screening out of one of the best out-of-state screenings I've done.
Yeah, I was out for the filming for like a whole week, and so I was at Greg's a lot. Me, Addison, and Annabelle stayed in an Airbnb, and yeah,
it's like Head by the Monkees or something. Like it's so out there.
Yeah, it was really fun experience to make.
I am of the opinion that Greg Delicio's dog should be named Hamburgers. Because he doesn't act like a Matthew. He does not act like a little man. He acts like a crazy dog named Hamburgers.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Matthew. There was
I love Matthew. But I think that Hamburgers is a more fitting name for him.
I like it. Yeah, there was also a cat. What was the cat's name? Mr. Orange or something?
I don't remember Greg having a cat.
It wasn't Greg's cat. It was the neighbor's cat, but it was basically just there all the time. I
have never seen a cat at Greg's house.
Yeah, it was.
Greg moved into a new place though, in Burbank, and Brisa brought her bunny, and now the bunny and Matthew coexist. And I think it's so.
Oh, cute. I love that. Yeah, Brisa is in Arbor Day. Brisa's really cool too.
She's sick. Have you all started filming Arbor Day?
Just certain things. So, not the actual principal photography yet, but some cameo stuff. But yeah, Greg did a thing. Greg's scene was going to be with Maddie, who passed away. So that's
oh my god, yeah. I'm really I've been really sad to hear that. I didn't know her personally, but I was really shocked to hear about.
Yeah, and no one ever, everyone just had great things to say about her. Just a really good person.
She was a complete like ray of light.
Yeah, and if
I mean,
you've
a lot
not
of
seen,
interactions were her like sharing stuff about like Spirit Riser and like she was just so unbelievable.
yeah, very very supportive.
Yeah.
For like all independent filmmakers.
Yeah. And there aren't that many like trans women I know in that like space, like the super super micro budget space doing stuff like that. So that it's like really, we really lost a real one.
Yeah, and if you've not seen Bathtub Shark Attack, it's a great movie. I really love it. That's Maddie's movie, one of her movies.
Yeah, that and Spirit Animal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, both of them are really cool.
Yeah.
We showed them both on the show, but Bathtub Shark Attack, and I had it on my top list for that year. I thought it was a really fun, no budget movie, and it's not. I mean, it is what you expect from the title, but it's also a lot more than that. So I
like really Pizza Guy 8. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, because people think because you said slasher, and you think maybe it's a guy just killing people with a pizza cutter, which would be cool, but it's a lot more.
It's like cerebral, deconstructed slasher movie. That's what I call Pizza Guy 8. It's a deconstructed slasher. It's like if you took every aspect of a slasher and literally like took it apart and then like got inside.
So did you guys had screened it before with an audience, right?
Yes, it premiered at Museum of the Moving Image.
So what was that experience like?
Reputable cinema. Jesse Burbridge.
I've never been there, but even just the name sounds like it's like this is an important place. So
it's awesome. It's really cool. You should go there. They have the Jim Henson exhibit there with all the Muppets.
Cool.
Nice. I'm currently making a puppet.
Mission Impossible right now.
What?
It's Mission
They
Impossible.
took out the Muppets and replaced it with Mission Impossible.
Well, that really sucks.
That sucks.
There's a baby Muppet thing right now, I think, though.
Are you sure? That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Damn, that like makes me really, really sad.
I know, it kind of makes me sad too.
All right. Well, still go to Museum of the Moving Image.
Yeah,
I definitely will.
And try to go there while they're doing a disreputable. They just premiered Curse of the Werewolf, which
that was a good movie.
I've heard a lot about that.
It's so good. You should have Ben and Jimmy, who wrote it, on the show. It's so good. So
reach out to them.
I love Curse of the Werewolf. #1 movie. I wish I was in it.
Me too.
Yeah.
What's up?
Instead of having to play poop in Pizza Guy 8.
Yeah.
How do you like my character is called Poop.
Yeah. What is there a story there, Dylan? You're like, I'm Tate. I'm naming Dylan Poop.
No, it's just that's just how Tate writes characters.
You loved it.
I can't. No, I thought it was hilarious. We were laughing so much about it. I feel like I kept doing bits where I'd be like, "Am I still Poop?"
I think that I kept throwing Amanda off because
Amanda was laughing so hard at my character being called Poop, and every time we brought it up, she would just like burst into like tears from laughter.
No, she thought it was the best.
Yeah,
she loved that joke better than anyone.
Yeah,
I got to meet Amanda for the first time too.
In Boston, right?
Yeah,
I
hate
that I haven't met you, and I could have gone to Brooklyn Horror Festival, but I had band practice that day. I wanted to meet you in person so bad.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah,
I'd love to be in a Dylan movie at some point, or a Tate.
Oh, totally. I gotta do a Spirit. If I do a Spirit Riser screening in Boston, will you come?
100%. I could help you with some ideas of theaters that might play it too.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
they really hit like as many like East Coast places as I can that I can get to by bus.
Because there's definitely
I can't really afford to fly out to places, but I can afford to go places by bus.
Yeah, I mean, I actually go up to Boston. So and Boston's a really good, like New York. It's easy to get around, like on the public transportation. Awesome. So, but yeah, there's a lot of cool like smaller theaters, not even really small, but older theaters that show a lot of just weird stuff. Very. Some that's been around like Brookline, which is near Boston, the Coolidge Corner, and they show midnight movies. And it's been around. It's like 100-year-old theater. And so during the day they show like regular movies, and then at night they show a bunch of weird stuff. It's a good place.
That's sick. That's sick. No, like not like good. Like that's sick.
You're bad people.
Yeah.
Although,
All right.
what?
Anything else we want to talk about with Pizza Guy 8? Anything you want to mention? Anything you want to ask?
If anyone who's watching wants to book us, just hit me up on Instagram, X Files Cabinet, or on Facebook, Tate Hoffmaster.
All right, sounds good. Rest in pizza. It's a good line.
Thank you. I'm glad you
I
liked
really enjoyed Pizza Guy 8, not just because you both are here and I like Lisa. It's very weird, and it made me laugh, and I had a good time. And I imagine watching it with people, in a group of like fellow
It's a good
weirdos.
movie to watch with people.
Yeah, I think it would be
really didn't quite get the magic of it until we screened it, and it was a room full of people, and people were just laughing and having a good time the whole time.
Yeah, I could totally imagine that.
When the gross parts, it was so fun.
Yeah, I can totally imagine that. All right, Lisa Gay says me 3.
Me 3.
All right. And so you, Tate, you mentioned where people can book you or follow you.
Yeah.
Dylan, where can people follow you?
At Dylan
back
Mars,
to your house. No.
At Dylan Mars Greenberg. I actually had a nightmare last night that someone was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
No,
there.
it's fine. You didn't know. You didn't know my dream.
Maybe
You can follow me at Dylan Mars Greenberg on Instagram. That's the best way to follow me. I have a website that's coming soon, but my Instagram, Dylan Mars Greenberg, that's where you can see everything I do. And yeah, X Files Cabinet for Tate. X Files Cabinet.
All right, very good.
Kind of a weird name, but it's funny. It's like filing cabinet, but it's X Files.
I get it. Yeah. And just real quick, Mr. Lobo, I'm always happy to see him. Very fun in the movie.
He's amazing in it.
He's so very well written for him specifically, I think.
The only thing is I think that he's a little too young looking. Walt Quisby is supposed to be an old man, and there's a part where we're saying he's so old, and it's like this guy is like not that old. Like he's actually a pretty good looking guy.
Well, tell him to age quickly.
Yeah, we didn't have time or budget for any prosthetics or anything. Like we didn't even have like gray like hair paint budget when we shot that scene because we did the Indiegogo after. So we had like no money. Mr. Lobo let us use his studio. That's where all the production value came from. Was all of the cool shit in his studio and the
I saw a robot. I saw a robot monster helmet there, which was
there's so much cool stuff in his studio. It's like a weird person's like dream come true is Mr. Lobo's studio.
Yeah, I was happy.
And I love that it's in a strip mall in Pennsylvania. Like,
oh, really? That makes it even cooler.
Just, like strip mall stuff, and then it's like this crazy ass wacky like horror host studio. It's so awesome.
I love it. All right, very good. And so yeah, Pizza Guy 8, Spirit Riser. Go watch them. Get the Blu-ray if you rent them. However. Go see him with people is really
ideally, yes. Ideally.
All right. And thank you both for being here.
I'm Dylan's.
I'm Tate.
I'm Nasty Neal. And that was Tara.
So much about each other.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a turkey here next time.
I would love that. Turkey Man.
Yeah, that'll be the next movie we work on together, Turkey Man. The QuickBooks expert. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye. And no problem. Tara's very apologetic, but
it's okay. We'll do it again.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Not good night, I guess, but good day. Unless you're going to sleep very early, I guess. I don't know. All right. Bye.